Hello viewers and welcome to my YouTube channel. This report just reaching us says Ukrainian forces claimed Monday that they had successfully struck a Russian S-300 missile system using Western-supplied weapons on Russian territory. It burns wonderfully. It's a Russian S-300. On Russian territory. The first days after the authorization to use Western weapons on enemy territory, Ukrainian Minister Irina Vereshchuk posted on Facebook alongside an image purporting to show the attack. This came just days after US President Joe Biden authorized Ukraine to carry out limited attacks with US weapons on Russian territory around Kharkiv, after several European countries lifted restrictions on the use of these weapons. It is unclear whether the weapons used in the attack described by Vereshchuk came from the United States. Ukraine had begged Washington for months to allow it to attack targets on Russian soil with American weapons, while Moscow launched a brutal air and ground attack on Kharkiv, convinced its troops could withdraw to Russian soil to regroup and that its arms depots could not be attacked with Western weapons. The permission granted by the United States was innovative and courageous, but provisional and highly conditional. Ukraine can only hit targets around Kharkiv, and the United States is adamant about not allowing Ukraine to use the most formidable munitions it has been given to launch against Russia. The long-range missiles known as ATACMS that can hit targets 300 kilometers away. Instead, Ukraine can only use short-range missiles known as GMLRS, which have a range of about 70 kilometers. For this reason, military analysts praised the decision, but moderated their expectations. Franz-Stefan Gady, associate fellow at the International Institute for Strategic Studies, told GNN that GMLRS cross-border attacks will allow Ukraine to hit a number of staging areas, command and control centers, and supply depots Russians. This will not stop, but complicate Russian military operations against Kharkiv. Matthew Bulik, an advisor at Britain's Chatham House, told sources that the policy change is not necessarily a game changer. It is in addition, a steroid, an additional incentive for Ukraine to defend itself. This taboo seems to mark a new chapter in the war. Russia has already suffered Ukrainian attacks with Western weapons on territory it claims. Ukraine has often focused on the occupied Crimea, which Russia has annexed in 2014, using Storm Shadow missiles provided by the United Kingdom. At the end of 2022, Ukraine also launched strikes on Kharkiv and Kherson because he wanted to free the regions occupied by Russia in the first weeks of the war. Then now, Russian President Vladimir Putin and other Russian officials who shake the nuclear saber in an attempt to discourage Western support. Before Biden, Kiev had given the green light, Putin said that the decision could lead to serious consequences, in particular for small and densely populated countries. The United States have arrived in various other European countries, including the United Kingdom, France and Germany, to remove the specific limitation on how Ukraine can use the weapons that are provided. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky